You know what I like about the relationship we have?
What?
Is that, hello everybody, let's go do the restock. I just picked this up from the storage and we're gonna walk across the street to Junbi. I don't know how stable this is. It's so shaky. So today I wanted to talk about working with your significant other, your spouse. Me and Hannah being a husband and wife running a boba shop together. Do we get into arguments? Do we want to murder each other? How difficult is it? How do we keep the romance alive? So I do have a question for you guys in the comments. One, have you ever worked with your spouse before, or would you like to work with them and build something together? What was your experience like? Have you done it, or would you like to do it? I'm curious about that. Another one is friends and family. I would say that's kind of similar. Have you worked with them before? Would you like to create a project with them? What was that experience like? Because for me, that's all I know. Like, that's all I've done. I have never really came together where, a lot of groups out there that work really, with, I don't know, on a more professional level, I guess. That's not very, grassrootsy. Yeah, they'll come out, they'll hash everything out on a contract and do it. They're not very organic with it. It's very intentional. And I think whenever friends get together to do a project, it's less about the money. It's like something, maybe because I'm in the creative space, but it's let's do a YouTube channel together, or let's do music together, let's create a dance crew together, whatever it is. And then slowly you're like, oh, I want to monetize this, let's go do shows. Even merch, doing a creative t-shirt company or whatever it is. I think it's always a group of friends that get together, want to do some fun shit, and this hobby becomes a business. And even when you see people creating a pop-up, they might come together and do a burger thing at a food fair or whatever it is. And that's what I'm more used to, is passion projects that turn into businesses. And a lot of my friends kind of started that way as well, whether they took over their family business or they created something amongst their friends. And I know people who they went to business school and all that. They went to all these different networking events and incubating programs and whatever. And then they jump in with the intention of partnering up with people to create a business. There's an exit plan, there's everything. It's all professionally done. And I know over the years I learned how to do all that stuff, but I'm just not really comfortable. And it might just be because the goal for me was never about the bottom line. To me, making money has always been extra. If it could support my lifestyle, awesome. And so it just so happened that I've been lucky enough to where a handful of the businesses and projects I got into, saw really good success, past 7-figure success. And I'm super grateful for that. But I'm thinking you guys watching out there, I don't know how interesting this is to you. So I do like it when you guys comment back, and some of these longer videos where I'm just kind of talking to you, there's more interaction with your feedback. And I do appreciate that, because it kind of gives me an idea if I'm going toward the right direction, if this is interesting or not. And so, yeah, let me know if you do like working with friends, if you tried working with friends, if you work with friends now, your spouse, your family, are you in your family business, and what your experience is like. And if you have zero experience, but it's a dream of yours and you're yeah, I want to freaking do that one day. Yeah, let me know too, because I think it's all around the same realm here. And it's more the type of business that I'm used to doing. So I can probably chime in and contribute something more meaningful. But yeah. Real quick, guys. So I'm starting a community here. And what I like to do is team up with adventurous people, like you see this backdrop of Hawaii in Hawaii. And yes, we like adventures. But specifically, okay, what I want to do is help people launch and grow in their journey as an entrepreneur. And so what I want to do is create like a community here, because what I realized is the reason why I was able to like achieve whatever you guys saw me do, like whether it's JK News or Joombi or whatever, is clearly because I ain't shit without my homies. Okay, I can't do any of this stuff by myself. And really, like, being supported by people was like probably one of the biggest reasons. And throughout time, over the past 18 years of just being on social media, I had a lot of questions from you guys being like, hey, how do you do this? How do you do that? And what I'm trying to do is put it all into just like one group and one community. And I've met so many cool people that are either launching or running their own businesses right now. And so I was like, why don't I just put that into one club, one crew? Yeah, and then so it's gonna be right now, maybe like two phases, right? One is people that want to launch a business or they're starting their journey. The other one would be, you know, people that already got something going on and they want to meet other like-minded people and really like share tips, hacks, all that stuff. But yeah, if you guys are really interested in this and you know, this has been something where you're like, man, I'm always watching people do shit, but like I actually want to go in and do it. Or it's like, I want to break through and get to the next stage, because let's say your business is like making under $500,000 and you're like, dude, I don't know why I can't hit that 1 mil mark. So there's going to be basically two types of communities, you know, because clearly if you're out there already working your business, you want to be around other folks that are doing the same thing. But yeah, if you guys follow my Instagram, go ahead, hit me up there, DM me, we'll have a little chat and see if this is something of interest to you. So in the past, I've actually worked with a lot of my significant other partner exes, from living with them to like being kind of integrated in each other's businesses. And there's a lot of things that I've learned, what to do, what not to do, how to keep the romance still like alive and like not treat them as a business partner all the time. And same with like being in a circle of friends that also, you know, had this like mom and pop business going on where, you know, it's a husband and wife partnership. And there's a lot of pros and cons. Like, yeah, it does get difficult because it gets kind of mixed up to this, it gets into this space where like, and sometimes you become too much like business partners and not enough labbers, and it's a hard balance. But like I mentioned before, to me it was super gratifying to be able to have so many shared experiences together and like things you can relate on. So and I feel like there's no right or wrong way, but if you think about how human history has been for the longest time, if you think about like people living on a farm, working together, or like having a family bakery, like this was normal. Working with your family, using your kids as free labor employees, all that shit was normal. And I don't know about you guys, but to me, I think it's kind of weird to spend hella hours just outside, disconnected, not with people that you love and care about. And I get it, like, you know, maybe it works if you want a more like work-life balance. Some people just can't do both with their partners. They don't want to overcomplicate things. So I don't think there's a right or wrong way. I just think it really depends on your personality and what is the path you'd like to take. For me, I love bonding with my lover, my partner, and doing almost everything with them. Like, as as lame as that sounds, right? Like, I actually like being a friend, a business partner, everything with the person I'm with. But I'm not only like that way romantically, I'm with that way with my group of friends. So one of the, I love business. I love like creating a concept and then bringing it out into the world. So when I have a group of friends and I feel like they're cool as hell, I want to build and get into projects with them and do something. So yeah, to me it's all fun. I don't really feel like it's like work. I mean, this is work. Like I don't want to be loading this up, but it has to be done, right? Yeah, but anyways, it has to be done, but I might as well do it with people that I enjoy doing this with. Because if you think about how many hours you spend a day at the workplace, like if you're spending like 8 hours plus, wouldn't you rather have it with someone like you really enjoy being with? That's why I'm not against 9-to-5s or whatever, but this is probably the number one reason why I became an entrepreneur, is because I can control the type of people I'm around. I'm working with partners, I'm working with people that I hire, whatever. So I get to be the king of my world. But I can't control the customers all the time, right? So it's a give and take. But at least when I was working in companies and when I was working in like restaurants and stuff like that, yeah, I had to learn to get along with everybody, but the difficult thing was I couldn't create the culture around it. It's not my business, right? It's someone else's brand, and I have to like uphold their vision, which is fine if that's, what you like to do. But for me, I think the number one thing is I love working with my friends, people I like. I love partnering up with people that I like, and it's probably not the best way to do business, but to me, business is a way to achieve a certain lifestyle that I want. It's a means to a lifestyle rather than just making hella money. It's kind of funny, like we're talking about this and I've been flipping around Instagram and this thing shows up. Baby, can you turn around real quick? I'm interrupting her busy time, but
I'm just taking this stuff off the screen because
yeah, don't show them confidential stuff.
I don't want to show you employee information.
Okay, so I'm gonna pop this up on the screen so people can read too. So maybe like right in the middle of our heads, right here. You want to associate with people who are the kind of person you'd like to be. You'll move in that direction, and the most important person by far in that respect is your spouse. I can't overemphasize how important that is.
That's true.
I think it's so freaking true. And I really want to get into that because I think in my past relationships, even though I have worked with my exes and lived with them and all that stuff, nothing has been close to my relationship with you and how quickly, easily, efficiently we can work together.
Now,
but
yeah,
we did it in like 1 year. While we were getting married, while we were moving, while you were immigrating into the US and doing all the paperwork, while we were getting to know each other, it was a lot. Whereas like in the past, I had like 4, 7 years, like I had time.
But you know what I think helped with that?
What?
Is that we were both going into something new. Because I think if it had been like a project where it was like something you already had hella experience in, but I was new, I think that would have been harder.
Why?
Because I think it would have been harder to work as a team because it would have been a different dynamic.
Yeah.
Like even with this, you're still in charge.
Yeah.
And I'm like aware of that because it's like you, Greg, and David.
Yeah.
Are like heading it, right?
Yeah.
And then I'm coming in to help, right? But then because it was a new industry for everybody, less so for Greg maybe, but for everybody, it was kind of like everybody learning at the same time. Me and you learning at the same time. So there was like almost, even though I'm not like an owner in that way, it was like there's still like an information's getting passed pretty equally. Yeah. For the most part. And then everybody kind of like, David obviously has his experience with the food stuff that he's set up and done. And then, but wasn't necessarily in store. And then there's like everyone had their kind of area, things that they've done, things that they've done. You've had employees before, I haven't, but like it was still new, right? Whereas I think So I could still have an opinion, I could still share a thought, I could still like...
Yeah, because if
take
I'm like
some ownership.
way beyond you, then
just catching
you're just
up.
like interning basically. But if it's, I've never ran a food business before. I've
Yeah.
worked in it. You've worked in a bar, like, but we've never ran a food business or dessert company. We never been boba baristas before.
Yeah, definitely.
So I
not
think
like day-to-day.
something brand new.
Yeah.
We came in with that level of respect of, I don't know shit, you don't know
Yeah.
shit, but let's take what we've learned in the past
Yeah.
and try to like do something.
And it was easier to be forgiving.
Yeah.
Because say I fucked up on something, it's like, well, you didn't know how to do it anyway, so
Yeah.
it's not. Whereas like say it was like a YouTube thing where I fucked up in like a big way, that you could have done better, or you know what I mean? It's
Yeah.
like a different dynamic.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But let's go get some breakfast. Okay, so it's breakfast at like 2-3 p.m. right now. But I feel like we eat Vietnamese food every day. Crunch, 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 crunch.
I'm not putting that in my mouth on camera.
Damn, Hannah got a banh mi boat. Like it's on. You love banh mi's, huh?
I do.
I feel like you eat banh mi's like twice a week. That looks delicious.
European and Asian flavors mixed together.
So the waiter brought me out this pho. That looks so yummy. Look at all that. So yummy. He also asked if we ordered enough food because maybe he realized what a fat ass I was. And you know what? He's not wrong. I wanted to order more food, but I'm just gonna stick with this and be a good boy. Over the years, let myself go. Became a super fatty nomadic. Bro, when you can see the bubbles, the fat, like marbles right there, that's how you know it's a really good broth. Before I put anything in here, I just like to taste the broth. Oh my god, dude, this is probably the best pho on Oahu, and I ate maybe like at least maybe 10 pho restaurants. Yeah. You guys gotta try this place. It's freaking good. If you guys want to check it out, it's this place right here. But it used to be called like Pho Dynasty or Pho Viet. I don't know. Ooh, look at the nature. So less than an hour away, we get all of this in the North Shore. This time of year, the waves in the winter time, that's kind of blown out, isn't it? Let's go like this. This time of year, the waves in the wintertime get rough and rough. You don't want to swim in there, you're gonna get swept away. So this is Sharks Cove, and right there, a lot of people be snorkeling, and we're gonna all be joining in there. I love these old school gas stations, man. There's something about it, it's like classic. And right there's like a food truck. Oh, they got like a little area there you can eat. Man, that's so cool. So you guys see that road behind me? There's only one that wraps around the island. It's Kamehameha Road. And yeah, it's like Dragon Ball, you know? Kamehameha! And I really think they got it from Hawaii because there's no word in Japanese that's Kamehameha. And I thought it was turtle because Kame is a turtle, but and then they ride turtles, so maybe that is. But anyways, what's cool about it is they have these little neighborhoods that go inside. And if I could, I would totally live on the North Shore, but it's too far away from the airport. And since I fly like every couple of weeks, it's really out of the way. Kind of want to use this time to lurk on how people be living. We get to spy on all their cool little homes. So you guys could come with us to be stalkers. Is that the right word? Oh my god, look at this shit. Just in case you guys want to play pretend, there's something here for you. Here, you wanna cook me something?
I do that every day.
You gonna make me some garlic butter shrimp? So we've been doing this thing lately. I guess for long life, they figured out that people who do cardio for about 150 minutes a week live the longest. And Hannah really wants us to live forever and be immortal. And so my goal is to kind of hopefully live enough, because I'm like 20 years older than her. So I want to live long enough to be around to be with her.
8 years. It looks like I got a third nipple. But it's just my bikini underneath. That's all.
Wow, you got a lot of babies. Good for you, babies. Whoa, this house is pretty cool. Wow. Oh my God, look at this. Sold. Sold. Look at this house. Blue roof. It looks really cool. And you know no fire's gonna hit it because it's got that. Yeah, baby. Look, guys, both of these are for sale. Maybe I could live in one and my friends could live here and we can be like together on each side. Sorry to disturb you guys. Wow, there's a lot of you. Oh, there's a lot of you guys. Wow. So we're about 30 minutes into our run, and Hannah's been dealing with a major injury. She messed up her lower back like a couple years ago, trying to do a squat. And it was funny because it was like her first day at the gym.
No, it wasn't, but it was because the floor was kind of slightly wet. And so I slipped, and instead of just dropping it, I tried to steady myself with the bar and like tore the muscle across my lower back, basically.
Yeah, so with a torn muscle, she was afraid that I was gonna have to wipe her butt.
But we then just got married, and I literally couldn't move.
Yeah.
Like I was on the back, and my back kept spasming. And then I was like crying because I was like, if I go to the bathroom, I can't move to wipe my ass. And I didn't want him to do it. And he was like, oh, don't worry, if you need to take a shit, I'll just put you in the shower and hose you down.
Yeah. I still do. Hey, it's a bidet. It's much easier than, it's much better than that. And I'm gonna do that to every one of our kids. I'm gonna spray them with a hose. I'm not gonna wipe it down. It's better. You gotta wash it with water, bidet style. So what we're doing now is 2 minutes of walking or power walking, and then 2 minutes of jogging. And we're gonna do this all the way till we complete it. And then we're gonna run back the same way. And it'll be about a little over an hour. But the thing is, I think it's about just like, you don't wanna beat it the fuck up and tear it even worse. But it's been a couple of years now. And I think what it sounds like, I'm no pro, but I heard this from a lot of people, is that when it heals, it becomes rock hard. And then you have to like loosen it back up because the callus.
I think it's also a little bit mental.
Oh.
Because I'd never been injured before. Like,
so you freaking yourself out?
Maybe.
Oh, okay.
But I don't know, and that's the concern, right? Because
Yeah.
it's like, when it happened, it was so scary.
Yeah.
And so painful for so long.
And you thought I was gonna have to wipe your butt?
Yeah. And then there was a couple of times where I thought it was healed, and then we went on like a hike.
Yeah.
And then it would get really, really painful to where I was like, I don't think I can get back down. So I think it's like got into my head a little bit.
Yeah.
Of like, to be hyper aware.
So do you think what we're doing now is helping you get over that mental blockage of like not just giving up?
I think so, because because right now what's happening is we're running, it'll start to feel like it's seizing up.
Yeah.
But then as soon as we stop, it's fine.
Okay.
So I'm like, that's why I'm thinking it might be a mental, because if it was really seizing up, it wouldn't just...
No, you'd be on the floor.
Yeah.
Yeah. But that's why I think it's good to kind of like push it and then just keep going and then finish it, and you're gonna feel good about it.
Yeah.
Okay, so let's do it. You can do it, keep going. You can do it, keep going.
Look at the beach.
Oh. Yeah, right now there's a rip current right here, so there's a warning, but this is one of my favorite beaches, Sunset Beach on the North Shore. Freaking beautiful. And during the summer, they don't have like waves like this, so it's pretty chill. But man, and literally the sunsets from here are amazing. Almost there. Oh my God, ran the whole way toward the end. Woohoo! We made it. Oh, we made it. How you feel?
Five out of 10.
Good job. You did it. It's so cool. We got all these little fishies around this kind of dead big fish right there. It's eating, picking off the bone. Man. Are you cold?
It's very cool.
You look like you're trying to hold in your pee. Dang, it looks trippy, huh? It's the absolute best. Get your work on in the morning, get a good run in the afternoon, and enjoy the beautiful sunsets. Are you cooling down your back? Feel good?
Yeah, I found my rock. same rock I sit on every time we come here.
Just look at the sunset. Oh my God. Wow, what a marvelous, glorious nature. So like, I love it so much. It feels so good. Okay, so what's the verdict? How do you feel? Do you feel accomplished? Do you feel sad that you did it?
I feel good that I did it. Now I feel like a grandma in a cold plunge. But well, I think we earned pizza.
Oh, pizza! That's gonna be really good. Woohoo!
And then we were like, no, we shouldn't get pizza. That's not healthy.
Yeah, but then we ran like over an hour. We're just actually undoing everything we fixed.
That's a good way to live.
Pepperoni. Okay. Oh, I'm just happy because it feels really good to run. I mean, there is I don't know if I really got a runner's high. I didn't go that hard, but it always puts me in a really good mood. And if I'm ever sad or feeling under the weather or whatever, I just run, and it just makes me feel like refreshed.
I just zoned out.
You're in pain. You're in pain, so I forgive you.
Not anymore. This feels good.
Yeah? Isn't this the best reward ever? Yeah.
For sure.
I know. Look at the K-pop hair. The K-pop hair. You know what I like about the relationship we have?
What?
Is that we can work together, we can work out together, and then we can also play together. And eat pizza. Pizza brings everybody together. Even dysfunctional couples, I'm pretty sure they stay together because pizza. Well, I'm really proud of you today for pushing through your pain, because I know how much it sucks to be injured. I remember having my ribs broken, and it was every single time I stepped forward, my ribs would fucking shake.
Yeah.
And it would throb and hurt. So it's like, it sucks to do anything in pain, but the fact that you went through with it and you didn't just stop, honey, I don't want to do this anymore. I'm so fucking happy that you just said, fuck it, let's go through with it.
Well, you did better today too. You were much more patient. You've got better with that. He hasn't always been very patient, but lately he's been really trying to improve on his patience.
Yeah, I'm learning, guys. I'm learning. See, we have a relationship where we grow together. I learned how to shut the fuck up and let you go at your pace, and I'm not a drill sergeant saying, hurry the fuck up. What the fuck are you doing? Hurry up. You better speed up.
Like a tiger dad.
Yeah, tiger dad. And you're just no matter what. The thing is, you never. What I like about you is you don't give up. You don't stop. You just keep going.
But I think that's what you had to learn, because I think sometimes when I would go at a different pace to you,
I thought you were giving up.
Yeah.
But you know what? It's not your fault. It's my fault for bringing on baggage from previous relationship. I'm gonna admit that right now, because I'm so used to people giving up so quickly. I brought that like what do you call it? Like that lack of faith in you, because I didn't really know you. Right?
Yeah.
So
I didn't. Very quickly.
Yeah. So I don't really know you. So I thought you were just making excuses and giving up. But then now I know who you are, and I know you just you'll work your way through it. But you just need to do it in your pace.
Block.
Yeah.
I'm
That's
very in my head.
But that's cool though. So yeah, I have to learn the patience. Oh shoot! Look at that! Oh my goodness! Look at that, man! Be careful, everybody! I kind of wanted pizza so bad. We got pepperoni.
Yeah, I mean, it's the best thing to put on. Especially pepperoni.
Let's go.